After doing some research, I found that government spending is a far greater problem than I first thought it to be. To see how aware people are of the problem, I went around interviewing students, asking a few brief questions regarding the topic. Do you think there is an issue with government spending?
Yes.
What do you think that issue is?
No. Spending too much money.
What do you think they're spending too much money on?
Hair products.
Do you think there is an issue with government spending?
Yes.
What do you think that issue is?
The government's cutting too many programs because they can't afford those programs.
Why can't they afford them?
Because we're in debt.
What program?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Hamid. Do you think there is an issue with government spending?
Yes,
What do you think the issue is?
that the government is spending too much money.
What is the government spending too much money on?
Probably.
Tom, do you think there is an issue with government spending?
Yes.
What do you think the issue is?
I think there's too much money spent on the military.
Do you know how much our national debt is at the moment?
Something trillion.
Thank you. Do you think there is an issue with government spending?
Yeah, I do think there is an issue.
What do you think the issue is?
I think we should. The president should think wisely and actually go over how much debt we already are in before we go and spend it on things that we do not necessarily need to put it into.
How big is our actual debt?
Well, I think it's past trillion something.
Alright, thank you. Judging from these polls, I think that people know that there is a problem with government spending, but they do not know the full extent of the issue or do not take it very seriously. There were many people who I asked to interview who refused, saying that they do not know enough about the topic. This graph here shows us the increasing of government spending from around 1970 up until now. The graph shows us that government spending has been rapidly increasing, especially in the last decade. The future projections show that government spending will continue to rise at a rapid pace. At the moment, we are borrowing money to support these expenses. Fortunately, the interest rates are low, but they are guaranteed to rise again in the future. In order to pay back our debt, taxes are going to have to go up, or programs are going to have to receive less funding or be cut entirely. Cutting programs results in job loss, which puts more people on the streets without an income to support a family or have a home. Raising taxes makes it harder for entrepreneurs to start businesses and also heavily affects the poor. The United States spends more money on their military than China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, France, the United Kingdom, Germany, Japan, and India combined. Some of the students I interviewed agreed with me and said that this is a major issue. We are not the only people who think that the United States spends too much money on its military. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel has a plan to shrink the military back to pre-World War II size. He says that this would save the United States billions of dollars, but it wouldn't be shrunk to the extent where the United States couldn't defend itself. Although this wouldn't completely solve our problem, it would be a great step to paying off our debt. If you feel passionate about this issue, the best way you can help is by raising awareness. Tell it to your friends and family, or even post something about it on Facebook or Twitter. You can also send your ideas to a public official. Thanks for watching.